we want to do some cards, or should we like?
All in.
A woman's gotta do what a woman's gotta do.
Oh, yeah.
Jo du. Det är inte helt fel att sitta och blicka ut. Ja, nu jävlar.
Ja, nu jävlar.
Now we're talking. Yeah. I'm sitting here sipping on some chilled kombucha. I told you before that it looks like rosé wine.
And it looks
could be.
Oh yeah, I wish I had as well.
Yeah. I'm just like, it's only kombucha.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you asked if I had any drinks here at home, and I said I only like Coca-Cola Zero with like, but that wouldn't look so chic.
Not so spiritual, no.
Somehow it didn't feel like that was as chic and like enlightened as having a kombucha drink. So then you said maybe we can pretend that it's like pure chaga extract.
Yes. It's just pure extract. You know, the thing that you take like one drop of.
Yes, you buy those small.
Yeah.
And
you had to empty 2 bottles.
Yes. One glass and just drink it.
Yeah. Whatever you gotta do.
It's one of those days, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it could be really potent, I think.
Yeah.
Really, you know.
Yeah.
What do you say? Like exploding your third eye from the ends.
Yeah, exactly. Or just like, you know, kind of like if you had some acid, just like creating first a small hole and then just like a bigger and bigger and bigger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Just had a few drops of the shag.
When you're a biohacker and you still have to cope.
Yeah.
In the real world.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah, it ain't easy though. No. A woman's gotta do what a woman's gotta do.
Oh yeah.
To keep herself afloat.
Yeah.
Emotional ocean. Oh my God, I'm sorry. I always get like this when I talk to you.
Yeah, it's like it's like it's opening the throat chakra.
Oh yeah, it's gotta be that. It's so clogged up. Yeah, and every time I talk to you, it just like releases old energies. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Creating a clear channel.
Yeah. And we said before this that like, okay, let's just dive into this as 2 clear channels. Just you know, having the courage to show up here as like our most truest expressions, as true as we can be to ourselves and to each other.
Yeah, so we even did a 15-minute break before.
Yeah.
Just to go, you know, dance, listen to music, like move those parts of the body that had something to say or to express before coming on here.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Exactly. And I think both you and I mean, we haven't done a recording in like 2 months. And these past 2 months they have been like, whoa, just, whoa, it is a pretty good word. But those 2 months, I think both you and I have been going really deep into that, embodied work. And especially with the feminine energies and just moving the energy in the body and feeling the shifts that happens in the body while you do that. And it's like it's more potent, I think, than just entering a meditative state. To like connect because we have like so much wisdom in our bodies, ancient wisdom, and especially connected to our like the feminine powers, deep rooted wisdom that I think you can only like connect to it if you do it with the body,
Yes, definitely. Definitely. You cannot connect to it with by transcending it. No. Or by observing or being, no, it's an experiential force. It's an experiential wisdom. You have to like, you have to be it.
Yeah,
you have to
exactly.
Breathe it. You have to, it's, I don't know if it's like completely opposite, but completely complementing to all of those other practices that perhaps are the first ones to think about in spiritual work or enlightenment, which is usually those like meditate, try to transcend, try to but this is like, no, come back to the body, like go down and not to reach high up, far from ourselves, but go deep inside within ourselves. And that is 100% an embodiment work and cannot be comprehended by the mind completely.
No. It's like it's beyond what the mind can understand and interpret, and maybe it's best to keep the mind out of it, just let the body take care of it. And it's also, I think, what is so expanding is, as you mentioned, like when it comes to spiritual work or healing, you often start with like meditation, calming yourself down, getting into yourself, like those, the stillness, I think. And this is like quite the opposite. It's like entering a wild state. You start to move your body, you start to move the energies, and it's like the opposite of stillness, but it's still so fucking alchemical and so fucking transforming, and it just shifts everything. And like so quickly, I think. I mean, both you and I have been starting doing a Lilith, working with Lilith and entering those darker realms in ourselves. And I think every time we have gone through a workshop with Sabrina Lynn for rewilding for women, oh my God, she is amazing. She is, you got to experience her to know.
It's an experience.
And every time we have done a practice with her and with Lilith, the shifts that happen in both you and me, like instant shifts. You don't have to like go back and redo or rethink something. It just, from one day to another, you are different.
Yes.
And that is so, it's so fucking amazing.
I know. It's like, you know how they say, like, emotions last if you let them flow and let them express themselves.
Yeah.
Emotions last something like 90 seconds.
I didn't know. Yeah.
Yeah. And by not, not allowing them to flow and be fully expressed so that they can move on, we store them in a way. We store them, and doing this like embodiment work and releasing them with such love and such fierceness and rage and anger and everything that comes up. It's like releasing them from the body where they have been. That kind of shift. And it's so profound. And it's not only profound in a way that, oh, now I feel like I don't have these griefs or anger with me anymore, but it's like the actual, like, witnessing and experiencing yourself alchemize those feelings. You will not look at yourself the same way as before.
No, exactly that.
Yeah, that is so freaking magical. Like, that is so freaking divine. That is like, and just like, being able to have people experience themselves as divine is so transformative, because I think that's needed. It's one thing to tell people like, oh, everyone is, divine, and everyone is a part of God, or a part of Source, and a part of the universe. I think for most of us, it probably needs to be like deeply felt, deeply experienced.
In the body.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's again like the mind cannot understand or comprehend, or like, understand for real what it is to feel divine, or to feel like you are divine, or to be connected with something bigger. I think the mind can like, yeah, okay, that sounds good, to be connected with something bigger. Yeah, okay. I can understand the theory. But when you really feel it in your body, and especially this work, like with dark goddesses and the darker realms of the feminine energy, bringing up the shadows, you also enter a place where you have like all the ancient wisdom stored in the body. And suddenly you feel like you are connected to like every woman behind you in your lineage, and their wisdom and their power, and like, I mean, all of the medicine women, all of the healers, all of the women that liberated themselves, their knowledge is stored in your body, and you access it when you go into the body and let that, alchemy happen. And it's so fucking magical. It's like, it's scary. It's really scary sometimes, but it's also like, I gotta do this. Death and the rebirth process, It's pretty much, I mean, I have 2 daughters, so, and I know I've been saying this to you, that the process of, like, when you enter the Lilith realm and you start going into her pain and into your own pain and releasing that, it is almost like, when you give birth, something takes over in the body that is stronger than your mind, that you cannot control. You just gotta let it happen. You just gotta surrender to it and let her, take care of you. show you like this is where you have been hurt, and it's okay, and we can like rise above it or bring it together into like your fucking power. And like, you know, I think one thing that will happen when you start diving into those darker realms of the feminine energy is that you can, like you said, like experience yourself alchemizing those pains or wounds into some kind of power, or like you claim them, you take power over them in some way. And by doing that, you can, like, you know, have that fierce, those fierce eyes that just, you know, I know because I've been there, and I see you, I see what's true, and I claim that, you know, that kind of, yeah. And don't we all want to be there as women, I think.
Yes, yeah. Yes, I think that there is like a deep remembrance within us when we do this. It's like every piece that we uncover, it's like, yeah, I know this.
Yeah.
I know. I knew it, but I didn't know that I knew it.
Until now. And now I know that I've known this all the time.
And it's like, you know, it's only me in a room being guided in my headphones by another woman.
Yeah.
It's, you know, it's no artificial medicine, or no one's hands on my body. It's just me in a room doing that work, being guided by another woman, and that has created like definitely some of the most profound transformative shifts and insights, and you know, like, yeah, it's really, really amazing. It's
and I can only imagine what it would be like to do that work in an actual group or circle of women. I mean, in a physical gathering. The energies, and I mean, we connect to that energetic circle when we go into being guided, even through our headphones. But I mean, together as women in a circle, it is something, it's calling to us. It's gonna happen soon.
Yes. Yeah, definitely. I remember one of my first like real spiritual experiences was in one of those like sisterhood circles last year, and yeah, it's incredible the amount of like loving energy that you can create in a circle full of women doing the same kind of shifts within themselves, you know, and most of it happens with our eyes shut, and it can be, I don't know, perhaps an hour or something, and then everyone opens their eyes and looking at each other. I get goosebumps now just talking. Looking deep in another woman's eyes after such an experience, it's like,
I mean, words, I think there are no words to describe it, really.
No, exactly.
And I think that is like, you know, with everything that is like the feminine energy and the wild feminine, the dark feminine, it's so hard to describe that work or that energy with words, because words are like structured, you know, it's like this and then it's just a sensation, that you tap into and you feel it. You can't like understand it.
No.
And once you go there, oh man. I wish every woman could dive into her darkness and see that it's full of fucking strength.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's like it's the doorway to liberation. It's the doorway to being free as a woman. Because going there, starting to feel, starting to be something that is probably not so like accepted, and still own it, and just, I mean, that is one of the most liberating experiences, I think, for a woman to go through.
And I think also like common states of, for example, victimhood, or like feeling that that I'm a victim to a certain circumstance, and the circumstance is not the way I wished it would be, and so I feel like a frustration or some kind of like perhaps not having control over something, and like all of those feelings, like transmuting them into such fierce power of choosing to be somewhere, or choosing to be the place where you are. Like I am not a victim of being here in my life. I have chosen to be here, and I choose it every day, or I might choose not to be here, but the power is inherently in me to choose it or not to choose it. Exactly. I am never not in that power.
No.
And that is also such one of those insights that came to me during one of the workshops, was like, no, I choose to be in this or that situation. So I will be either fully in or fully out. It's like, it's not like I am places where I don't want to be, or they are not 100% perfect, so I wish they were like that or that. No, it's like, no, I own where I am, I own where I am going. Just knowing that I do that, I can do that. That was also such a very important shift, I think.
Yeah, exactly. And like, understanding your own power. Like I choose this life here today, and I have the power to choose something different tomorrow if I want to.
Yes.
I am not like a victim, like placed here and not being able to do anything about it if I would want to. Like, like understanding that you always have the power. You always have the power. Sorry, it's my throat chakra again, wanting to say something here. But I think that is also something that I got from a wisdom from the Lilith workshops. I mean, for me, it has been like a lot about like masculine, feminine, the masculine energy being in control over the feminine, and that kind of distorted relationship between those two. And I think something that I also, it's similar to your experience, but like that I realized is that me as a feminine being, I am never controlled or owned by a masculine energy, or controlled by a masculine being. I might find myself in situations where I feel like I am, or where I think that I am, but I am not. Like the power is always within me. It's I mean, like, okay, so this is a very harsh example, but like if a man were like strangling me, he would still not be in control over me. If he was like trying to kill me physically, he would not be in control over me. I am still in control over me. I still own my power. And like there is no situation where I don't own my power. I mean, I can end as a woman, you can end up in situations that are bad, but you still have the power. And you still have the possibility to use your power.
Yeah.
And that is something that, yeah, you know, like stepping out of the victimhood and starting to feel like you are, take responsibility, take back your power, and fucking liberate yourself in that. I think.
Yes. And I think there is such I mean, much of like the spiritual journey is actually understand how deep the concepts go. So, for example, you always have your power. It's one of those things that I think perhaps have come across, and that I've come across, and that I could grasp with my mind before. It feels really good. Yeah, I know. And it's really good to read, and like felt empowering in the moment.
Yeah.
But then once you embody that in your entire body, like feeling that power and knowing like, okay, this is what is fucking meant by that. You know, it's like that's completely different.
Yeah, it is.
And you know, just like realizing the actual depth of many of those sayings and the truth behind them, and how extremely powerful they are once you have lived it, once you have felt it. Just like you said, like there is no situation in which you don't have your power still inside you that cannot be taken away.
Exactly. Yeah, and that is, I think that is one of Lilith's gifts that she brings to you, is that kind of realization that you have the power. And I think also a part of that journey, at least for me, will be to like starting to come to a place where I feel like, you know, it is safe for me to express my power, to express my truth, to speak my truth, even though I think that it will hurt someone or it will be uncomfortable or whatever. You know, like I just realized that I've been like conditioned my whole life to think that it's not safe to speak my truth unless it's a wanted truth. Like, oh, okay, so this is my truth and I can speak it because I know that everybody here will like it. That is very easy to like express that kind of truth. But when it's a truth that is like, this is probably gonna tear the whole fucking house down if I say this, and still come to a place where it's like, it's still safe for me to express this or be this or say those words. I still have the power. It's my truth. It's, and also like speaking your truth. That is also something that came to me. Like speaking your truth is the fucking key to have the life that you want. Because in your truth lies like the power. And if your truth will create changes in your reality, it's because it has to happen for you to live your life as your true self. Like starting to speak your truth will be like the explosions that explode away everything that is not what you want and bring in what you want. Like understanding that, you know, that is the fucking key. Like,
so beautiful.
Yeah, and just I'm still in it, like, you know, I'm still there where I feel like it's probably not so safe for me to speak, but I know that I want to be in a place where I'm like, it's safe for me to speak, and it is the key for me and for everyone else, you know. Starting to, I think for women especially, starting to open that, so say things that you, even though you think it might hurt someone or like it's inappropriate or whatever, if it is your truth, then it will set you free. It will create the shifts that has to happen for you to live the life that you want.
Yeah.
Just a small insight here.
Yeah.
Nothing big.
No,
just speaking some truth. Yeah. How hard can it be?
Yeah, exactly. Just say what you want to say, and then I think also one thing that I think also Lilith especially can help with is to make you look at your truths like honestly as well. Look at even like the parts of them that perhaps you don't even like about the truth that is yours. I mean, like being there and fully loving and fully supportive of that as well, and fully fierce and fully like mad as well.
The holy rage.
Holy rage. And like ripping open stuff that has been hidden as well, because I think also perhaps many of us, when we learn about like manifestation and, you know, like creating the life of your desires, and it's so easy to, you know, when you first learn about like manifestation and what you want to come in, it's very easy to, I think, go for stuff that you think that you want. And what if you very, very deep down want something else? Perhaps something that you haven't even dared to think about.
Exactly.
And perhaps that can even be like a block for manifestation as well. Because you have those parts that kind of perhaps work against what you think that you want.
Exactly.
And just like the journey of opening up to what is that I don't even dare to tell myself that I want, or the motivations behind why I want them. Like, what is that? Who are those parts of me that want this or that? And just like going on that journey as well, and to discover what is the truth of what I want, what I need. Like when it comes from that, it comes all the way from the deepest of the root chakra out, like an arm just reaching like I need this, I want this, I crave for this, and not perhaps all the money in the world or something like that. Something else. And yeah, so that is also, I think, a key to finding like what is my truth that I really need to start expressing.
Exactly. Yeah, and that is also so fucking liberating, to starting to connect to your most hidden, most like dark desires, starting to listen to them and to understand them and to invite them. And I think also a part of this Lilith workshop work thing is to like seeing those desires and purifying yourself or the desires, because it's probably like it's like you probably have like a lot of judgments around those desires. That's why they haven't had the chance to like rise within you. And when you start to connect to those with the Lilith energy, you also have the chance to like purify it, to see the sacredness of the desires. Like they're not bad or dirty or like wrong in any fucking kind of way. You have them because it is a part of your like being. And if you can like take away all of the judgments and start to like see those deep hidden desires or fears or whatever it is with like loving eyes, that process is so liberating. And to do that with the Lilith energy and with the Kundalini energy, you know, like the snake energy that helps you to like clear out any fucking residue that lies there. Because you also understand that, you know, the judgments that you think that everyone has, or, you know, like you cannot do this or you cannot be that and you cannot have that and you cannot live that life because it's not okay. That is like, wait a minute, why is it okay? It's just fucking made up illusions around how you should be or live or act, or and when you start to connect to that, you can like pierce beyond those illusions, and they don't have the power over you anymore in the same way, at least. Yeah, full on fucking liberation, man.
Yeah.
I mean, full on liberation. That's where we're going. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, how long have we been talking now? Always forgetting the time. 45 minutes. Maybe.
I think so.
Yeah. Do you want to do some cards, or should we like?
All in.
What do you mean with it depends on what you mean? It's like, yeah, you know, it's an embodied language, you know, can't use words anymore. I just
language is so restricted.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah. I mean,
I was thinking of.
Yeah, and then we can end with some.
Yes.
Yeah, you know.
Yes. Yeah. I
Okay. What do you think?
Should we call this our introduction for the fall?
Yeah.
Series.
Yeah. Let's see where we are later this fall. Who we are.
Yeah. Yeah. It's yeah. One thing is clear. It's It's a journey.
Yeah. It's a never-ending journey.
Yeah.
Discovering parts of yourself.
Yeah, I love it. I think I've never felt more alive than now.
No.
Actually. It's yeah.
It's like this, yeah, it's the same here.
So maybe that's why they say also, you know, like it's not the destination that is the destination, is the journey.
Exactly.
Because I think, you know, much of this is also like, you know, we want to reach that place where we are healed and happy. We have everything. So we don't have to like do anything or you know.
Yeah, we can just be satisfied, you know.
Yes.
But we're never gonna get there. I think we will get to like places where we feel that, and we will be able to feel that even more the further we go. But then we will always have things to work on, or to like, okay, what is this?
Yeah.
Wants to be taken care of.
Yes. Exactly. That platform that you kind of land on every time will probably just be like better and better and better and more like I wanted to say safe, but you know what I mean. It's like
yeah,
it
because every time you get there, you are more safe in yourself. You feel more connected with yourself, and you can enjoy that even more. Whatever it is that you're enjoying on that platform, like it's I think like the gratitude of life, of being alive, of being a human, and everything that you get to experience as a human being. Yeah. Should that be like the ending phrase here?
Yeah.
I think so. Because if we start to pull cards, we will be here 1 more hour.
Another 45 minutes.
Yeah, I think so. Maybe for next time.
Yeah. Yeah, so we do like a podcast episode of, let's see, we talk 45 minutes and then we just end pulling some cards.
Yeah.
And then the final recording is like 1.5 hours, in which half is like we start to wrap it up. We say, okay, let's now just closing card, and then it's like the other
15
half
minutes of wrapping up. Yeah,
yes.
And then 45 minutes of pulling cards.
Yeah.
So what? Okay. But oh my god, yeah, 15:51 says my clock.
Yeah.
It's aligned to
Mine too.
bye.
Okay. Yeah, let's set your sign.
Yeah, let's just leave this place. Yeah, and we'll see you soon.
Yes.
When you least expect it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, bye.
Bye. Take care. Bye.
Take care.